Oh, greetings. I'm just fixing Tony's fence because he's not doing it. Oh well. The city sent him a letter. He didn't do anything about it, so here I am fixing it for the city. We'll be right back, right after my new beginning. Oh, and I fix this fence.
Todd Hines, epic March Twain videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those March Twains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend.
Well, the fence is fixed now. I hope Tony's happy. This is going to be a little bit different video. I'm going to go over how I got into trains, how I got out of trains, and how I got back into trains. Behind me is a November 1961 model railroader. That's when my life began. Yes, I'm a child of the 60s. So, how did my fascination with trains begin? It began really early. When I was less than 1 year old, I was planning a layout, as this photograph testifies to. I was planning my model railroad. Okay, not really. My great uncle, he was into trains. He had a layout and he had all kinds of train things, like signs and locks, and he just collected train stuff. And that is probably where I got my interest. Basically, as far back as I can remember, I liked trains. When I was about to go into kindergarten, we moved to Minneapolis, near the Sioux Line Humboldt Yard. And I remember hearing a train coming, and I'd race on my bike down to one of the dead-end roads to watch a train go by. Those were good times. And that's why I like the Sioux Line also. Behind me here is a Sioux Line print. My first layout was probably when I was about, around 3rd grade or so. I used to go spend some time with my grandma and grandpa up at the store near Aiken. And one day this guy came in and asked if I'd like some trains. And my grandma said, yeah, I'm sure he would. So he gave them to me. They're old pre-war trains. And I set them up on a board. And I don't have a photograph of that. I wish I did. But later, we were about to move to Illinois, and my dad sold my trains to my great uncle and bought a Tyco HO set for my brother and I. We didn't do much with that until I was in beginning of high school. And we used to set it up on a table and run it. And about halfway through high school, we moved to Wisconsin. When we moved to Wisconsin, my brother and I built a new layout. If I can find them, I'll show some pictures right here. The layout started as a 4x8 sheet and expanded to two 4x8 sheets in a L shape. It was HO, and we really enjoyed it and learned a lot, although we were pretty new at it and not up to the standards of a lot of other modelers. But we had fun. That's all that counts. When we moved from Wisconsin to Maple Grove, Minnesota, my brother and I built a new layout, and that was around a room. It was 4 feet wide, and I think that was an L-shaped also. I don't exactly remember. I don't know if I have any photographs from that layout. We were significantly better with the detailing of the scenery and stuff in that layout. And that's why I'm doing realistic scenery on this. Even though my trains, Mark's trains, are not the most realistic. Well, this one back here is pretty nice, the 333. But most Mark's trains are pretty much caricatures of the real thing. But I like realistic scenery. The trains are just fun. But then I met my wife, well, the woman who would be my wife. I got married, and I couldn't afford the trains anymore. So they kind of got put away. That is until my children graduated from high school and college and whatever. The year was 2012. I was going to set up my Christmas tree with a train running around it. I pulled out the Lionels. I had to fix the Lionels before they'd run. But I pulled out the Mark's trains, set them on the track, and they took off right away. No problems whatsoever. Well, I started taking interest in getting back into trains. But I couldn't afford the HO. It's out of my league. It still is. So I chose to follow the Mark's trains. And that's what I collect to this day. Those two Lionel locomotives and the cars, Lionel cars I had, I sold those or donated them to the Twin City Model Railroad Museum. I only have one Lionel set now, a Lionel Scout set. But that's for training grandchildren and how to take care of trains. In 2014, I built my first layout. Here's a picture of that layout. In 2020, the wife and I decided to redo the basement, and I took that layout down. And now I'm building a new layout. And you'll see that more in upcoming videos. You've seen a little bit, but you'll see more as I get more done. It's kind of interesting how trains come and go. I've heard that story many times. I guess The train bug never really leaves you. Just ask my friend Tony Bianchi. One trip to the Twin City Model Railroad Museum is all it took. And he cleaned out a room and built a layout. I'll provide a link down below to his channel if you're interested. It's not Mark's, it's N-Scale, but he did a really nice job on it. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And hit the bell icon so you see when I upload new videos. This is really important to me. I'd like to grow my channel. So tell everybody about it. Share away. If there's some video on my channel that you really like, share it to everyone, every place, if you want. So, thank you for watching, and you'll see more of my layout.
Todd Hines Epic March Train videos. The Minneapolis Northern lives again. Those March trains are heading down the line. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend. See them cross the bridge and rounding the bend.